We're here to talk today about our park amenities and all the different things that we offer Broken Arrow for sports, for the community center, for swimming, everything we offer to improve the quality of life of our community. At Broken Arrow, we have 44 parks and 81 sports fields. We have 40 developed parks and 40 undeveloped parks. We just recently added our 40th park at Preserve Park, which is out on 37th Street. Yep. With that, we have 924 developed park acres and 159 undeveloped park acres, and we maintain over 2,000 trees. Here's a list of all of our parks. Some of them may look familiar to you, maybe in your backyard, maybe in your neighborhood. Our park distribution is really nice and throughout the city, and we're working to develop new parks all the time. We have in these parks we have two community centers and a nature center. Neen Heights Park is just right over here. It's 3209 North. 9th Street. It's over there. You may recognize it from our Neen Heights Aquatics facility over there. We recently opened a skate park. We have trails and playgrounds, and it's also the home to one of our sports complex, which has 8 football fields, and 2 of which are turfed. Our next one is Central Park. Central Park is off Main Street. Some of the amenities there is that's where our Family Aquatic Center is. It also has a playground and some other spaces there. With Neen Heights, we have 2 gyms, and Central we have 3 gyms and some meeting rooms as well. Ray Harrell, which is a lot of people consider it the hidden gem of Broken Arrow. It is our nature center. It's located in the south part of town off 121st Street. It's in between the 2 schools. It's tucked in back behind there. It's a wonderful place to go walk. There's great programming there, nature programs, and it's an invaluable resource to our community. Here's Neen. Okay, the slides I was going to flip through. Neen Heights Park and Recreation Center. This is Central. Large meeting rooms, small meeting rooms. And there's Ray Harrell. Pools, like I was talking about before, we have 3 pools. Family Aquatic Center, which is over by Central Park. It is it's the one right here in the middle. We've recently done some work over there to liven up the pool. We've put in a new a new shade structure, and we are repainting the pool and doing some repair work on it, and it's going to be a wonderful pool this year. It's a wonderful pool before, but it's an even better pool this year. The one over here on the right is our Neen Heights Aquatics facility. It is our larger pool. There's 4 slides on there. It's a great place to come and cool off in the summertime. And our final pool is what we call CAP, Country Air Pool. It's in the Country Air community, and we have that open for rentals. For splash pads, we introduced our 7th splash pad this year at Preserve Park. It's one of our newer type of splash pads that incorporates a playground and a splash pad together. So there's shade, there's places to play, and there's also places to enjoy the water. So it's something that you won't have to worry about, keeping them occupied. If they get bored of the water, there's a place to play and dry off before you get back in the car, and it's great for all ages. It's great to have a day out there. Our sports complexes. Our sports complexes are a real great asset to our community. They provide a place for kids to learn leadership skills, learn how to be good competitors. It's also a place for just a whole bunch of life skills learning on there. We have 4 different fields. Indian Springs Sports Complex has our baseball programs and our soccer programs, and a couple of adult softball fields. Recently, we added 4 turf fields to Indian Springs Park, or the sports complex. And the great thing about turf is that it's a durable surface. If it rains or anything like that, it's ready to play. So we're really thankful for having such a nice field with the turf fields. The next, okay, moving my slides. All right. The next one is Arrowhead Park. There we have 12 softball fields. It's a really great facility that we're continuously improving. We added some shade structures this year to there to make the fan experience a little bit more pleasurable. Nina Heights Park, like I said before, is our football complex. We have 2 turf fields there. The turf fields that we put in there was actually some of the first turf fields put in recreation facilities, and it made a huge impact when we put them in there, because like I said, the playability and all the benefits that come with the turf, kids can enjoy it whenever the weather is not too great. The last one is our Challenger Sports Fields. It's our recent addition. It is an adult softball complex. All the fields out there are turf. There's also an adapted field out there, which is a smaller field that is accessible to people with different abilities, and we can offer tons of different programming out there for that as well. That one is over at Events Park. Some of the other amenities that we have. Our parks have playgrounds. We understand the need for kids to get out and play, and great playgrounds is where they have the chance to learn skills. One of the things that I always enjoy about playgrounds is whenever you get a kid on the playground and there's an element that's just a little, they're getting up to a height that they're not accustomed to, or they're going across a shaky bridge or something like that. And the great thing about those playgrounds is to see a kid go through there, work through that process in their head, and tackle the challenge. Going down the big slide or something like that. These are really important and crucial moments in a kid's life to learn, courage and determination, and also whenever they see something big, the excitement that kids get is always great. Pavilions, we have worked really hard to ensure that there are places in our parks for areas to cool off, and also to rent. Our pavilions, most of our pavilions are available to rent, and you can throw a party there. But if it's not rented, it's first come, first serve, and anybody can use it. Our trail system, we do have a nice trail system that follows along the creek turnpike in South Broken Arrow. We've recently added additional trails going into Events Park, and we'll go all the way to our Challenger Sports Complex when it's finished. And of course, restrooms. You know, parks, restrooms are important, and we've worked really hard to make sure that restrooms are available to the public. We've recently added a new restroom at Jackson Park, and it's in addition to the restroom that's there to basically provide you know, additional areas for our busy parks. So some of the things that we do that are kind of like with our park maintenance, we do have our park maintenance they're a fantastic bunch of people. They do a ton of stuff. They're also not out there just mowing grass and stuff like that. They handle picking up litter. We have a horticulturalist on here, so if you go down to the Rose District, you can see all the amazing things that we're doing to keep Broken Arrow beautiful, keep our parks beautiful, keep our parks clean, from spraying to mowing to all the projects that we have at the parks. They're also instrumental in storm cleanup, and I use storm like on last Friday or Thursday we had a windy day, right? It doesn't seem like a storm, but you know we had 4 trees that had to be taken care of. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a tornado or anything like that, but we are always out there making sure our parks are safe and we are cleaning up and making them beautiful. And of course, pool maintenance, right? We have a great staff that helps us with our pool maintenance, keeps our pools up and running for the public to use.